So, um, some people have seen it all over social media. Some people haven't. There's a bit of an end of an era coming. So, Wynton Marsalis will be stepping down from the Jazz at the Lincoln Center Orchestra as the director. Um, but guess what? Everybody acts like it's happening right now. It's actually not happening until the end of 2027. So you got 2 more years with him as you know as the director, and he'll be phasing him out a little bit as it goes on to that. Apparently, something I read, but he's still around. He's still doing it. Still heading up the group, which is great. Um, so, but the point of this is Winton did something smart, okay, with this, and everybody that was involved making it happen is making a central based big band with a concert hall or something like that. And this isn't a very common thing. Another one that I'm familiar with is the Knoxville Jazz Orchestra under the direction of Vance Thompson, another trumpet player. Took lessons from him for a little bit at UT back in 2005, and great player. But there's so many, concert halls, philharmonic halls, all this other stuff. Some of them they have orchestras, some of them they have a choir as well program. Some will have a theater program. That's great, but not all of them will have a jazz band program. And look at the success that the Jazz at Lincoln Center Jazz Orchestra has had in all these years, and it's about 40 years now that he's been director. It was just amazing. I did not even realize it was that long. I thought it was maybe 30. So I was off by about 10 years. Um, so anyway, just so many places that they don't have a big band as their house band in their concert hall or whatever. What a great idea to help continue the music and educate and spread the art of jazz. Um, you know, quite possibly the best music art ever invented came out of the U.S. Some people say it's the greatest art form of anything out of the U.S. People like Ken Burns say that. But just to think, if there were more places like that to perpetuate and spread the music, get it out there, um, providing a lot of much needed jobs for players, you know. Uh, so I know there's some out there. There's probably a whole lot I don't even know of, because there's probably every state has at least one, but there's more than one concert hall per state, in the U.S. and it's just what a great thing for people to do to help keep the music going. I don't know. What do you think? Sounds like a plan to me. Um, Food for thought. Thanks, Winton, for everything you've done, and and we need so much more of that around the U.S. There's so many people that that play and they're like me, and they don't have a jazz band playing. Okay, because there's limited local bands, and actually we don't have a local band here. Though all the closest bands are in other towns and cities, and there's two. Okay, and the call list is long to get in. So I haven't had a chance to play with either one of them big bands yet that are in the area. But the point is that I'm trying to get out there. There are other people that can play out there, and they don't have the work that they used to. I used to have more work over 20 years ago as a player. So, and that's most, and I know a lot of musicians that said stuff like that. Oh, I used to work so much more. Most of the jobs that musicians have are volunteer nowadays. But anyway, the point of this is having a uh, a centralized big band, jazz orchestra, maybe even jazz band, small group, combo that is part of the docket at a concert hall somewhere. Something to help uh, promote local musicians and also the area and that concert hall, and then to get more people in the door, and paying money, etc., etc. So, anyway, just something to think about. Catch y'all on the next video.